Alright, y'all, man. It's your boy LCD1. LCD1 to be exact. React, you did back with another short little mini like type of vlog. Um, as reported yesterday, man, y'all know I took the car down to the dealership on 27th in Michigan at Susan Rogers, Napleton, Chevrolet, Hyundai. They got a lot of names. But anyway, um, as I was telling y'all, man, I knew what the issue was. I knew it was the knocking sensor, and that's exactly what the technician, well, I guess the service person, told me when she just called me and told me that the car is ready for pickup. I knew it was that. I knew it was the sensor because when I looked on YouTube and they said they ran a code like this one guy mechanic was working on this one lady's vehicle. That's how they get a lot of people, because they don't be knowing exactly what's going on with the car. So if you go to a bad dealership or a place that sold you that vehicle, that type of car, Hyundai, a lot of people can get behooved, because if they don't know anything about cars, they'll mess around and end up paying like $3,000-4,000 for nothing. That's why you always should do your homework, before you take your car to a shop, especially a dealership, because they all about making money. They got book time and stuff, so it's like a lot of people don't want to pay them fees. That's why they go to these other shops. So in that one scenario, that lady went to this mechanic, and I think he was like a personal friend or something like that, and he diagnosed the car for her. He had a way of reading the code. He had a code box, so he was able to read the code, and he found out that it was a knocking sensor, 1326, I think it is, the code. And he read it, and then he advised her. He was like, look, you got one or two options. You can either go get the wiring for that piece, because ain't nothing but a wire that it connects to. I don't think not the air. No, it don't connect to the air filter. It connects to the injector's intake valve, and and the computer. So he was like, you can go get this piece, which is $30, or you can get ready to get service for a new engine, which would be an arm and a leg. So he sent her back to the dealership to get the piece, $30 piece. After he read it, and it didn't, the car wasn't shaking or nothing like that. So yeah, it could have been one or two things, like a misfire or something from one of the spark plugs, or like he was saying, it was the sensor that was misreading, and it was like a software update. Like I said, these cars are computer generated, so that's what the issue was with her car. Now, the issue with my ride, same thing, except he didn't say that in his video. He didn't say that she needed a software update. That's probably what she did need. Now, if she was to take it back to the dealership, she probably wouldn't have to go get that sensor, spend that money like that, with him. But if she would have took it back to the dealership and she had like a warranty, she probably could have got it serviced for free, and all they probably would have did was just update the vehicle, and that's it. Now, like I said, in my case, I knew what it was, man, because I was about to take the air filter off and put some transmission fluid in there, but once they told me when I got down there that those cars right there, they have sealed like type of I guess valves where you can't really do anything with the transmission like that, so if you drop in the oil, that's what you got to do. I was just gonna put some oil in there, but they said it's like they told me, so I'm gonna do more research on that, on their transmissions and stuff, because it's a sophisticated, not as sophisticated as like how the Dodge Intrepid was, or the you can even get to that trans. Like on the 2001, I had a 2000. Now I had a 95 Dodge Intrepid, and it was like the transmission was right like on top where I could see. I hit a dipstick and stuff. Same thing with the other one. Where I can pull it out. This don't have a dipstick. This foreign car don't have a dipstick where you can check the trans level to see if the fluid is low. So I'm gonna do some homework on that when I get back. Just to understand that that transmission. But anyway, uh, they were saying I needed an update. They said the tech, he drove the car and everything and made sure the car was, drivable and all that stuff. So hopefully I won't have no more issues because like I said, I thought it was a misfire with one of the spark plugs because it seemed like the engine wasn't as smooth as it was before the car got stolen. When they gave me the brand new engine, the older engine seemed like it was smoother. Like when it warm up after I let it warm up for like 30 minutes or something like that. It seemed like it functions properly. And then my father told me something I never knew. He said you gotta let a car warm up for at least about 30 minutes, especially a used car or any car, I guess, when it's cold. So the transmission oil can, everything can get hot. Same with the engine, and the car performs better that way. Me being experienced, got a little wisdom. I just let my old cars warm up. Even if I had a brand new car, I just don't jump in it and just take off. You gotta let the car warm up because it functions better. In my opinion, and based off my experience, it seems like the car functions well when you let it run for about 30 minutes or 20 minutes, depending on the situation. If it's cold outside real bad, snowing and all that, let it warm up. It's like, that extra time right there is going to help the performance of your vehicle. So anyway, it was their error. Like I knew it was their error. And the lady it told me, she was like, well, there's going to be the inspection fee, 250 or whatever, right? But luckily, me being smart once again, knowing that, I knew it was an issue with the car, so I really didn't start driving it too good yet, because, as the weather changes, your car changes too, unthaws and all that stuff, going through severe temperatures or whatever, and, you really get a chance to see how your car perform after the fact, after the season change. So I always used to change my spark plugs, drop my oil whenever spring get, here, my plugs. I used to do all this stuff myself. So, it just kept the car tuned up, and I always tried to drive it like highway miles. Like I used to take my oldest daughter, mother, to work, drop off at Lake, she get on Lakeshore Drive, keep it tuned up, because all this stop and go on your car, especially if you're in the city like Chicago, it'll tear your car up. They got potholes and all that stuff. All that stop and go is wear and tear, and it's not good for your ride. Highway miles is good to keep your car tuned up. But anyway, like I said, I knew what the issue was, and I told them before they even looked at the car, so I did my homework. So that's just a FYI for y'all, man. Make sure y'all do your homework because they will get you. I'm telling you, they will get you if you come in there naive, So especially if you don't have coverage on the car. So she told me I had like within 1,500 mile like warranty. Even though I had the warranty for the engine being installed, if I would have drove that car a lot, then I wouldn't have had no type of coverage on it at all. Even though they offered me like extended warranty, which I think I'm gonna take because I know I'm eventually gonna have to get some service done. Like I want to get some more stuff done, before I pay this car note off. But that's what y'all gotta do, man. Make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's, especially if you're in a city like Chicago. You gotta be on your stuff, man, because they will hustle you out your bread. And this is the first time I ever hit a car note, and this is only because I'm trying to get a house. That was the only issue why I got a car note. I normally own every car I've ever had, I owned the car. So, this is something new to me. And, I never thought I would have dealt with my car being stolen in Chicago, especially an old car. But this car is popular. The Honda Sonatas, I didn't know how popular they were until I got one. I knew about the car, I liked the car, but I never knew that they have these issues and people want to steal this type of car. In my opinion, it's a great car, man. It's like, foreign cars, they pretty nice, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. They are pretty nice, like Keith Jacobs. Um, like the old security officer I used to work with, named Keith Hughes. Anyway, but I think they performances are better mechanical wise too, um, than any other type of vehicle. American cars, they pretty good. Dodge was nice, but the foreign cars by far are the best vehicles to have, to own, and they last long. They durable. I had a Honda, and it's like that car had like 250,000 miles on it. Dodge is probably the next closest best thing to a foreign car, as far as like, 41st Street. Lasting long. But cap it off, man, because I don't want this little log to be too long. It's hard for it to upload, especially with this old phone I got. But, I did my homework, man. It's like, I knew it was like a spark plug, and I wasn't going to mess with the car because I vowed I wasn't going to be doing no more service to no cars like that. I'm going to let a real professional do it. I know my stuff. I'm not messing with no more cars, busting my knuckles and none of that stuff no more. This car is pretty dope. They got sensors all over the car, so let you know if your tire pressure low, all type of stuff, man. This is really, these foreign cars are really slick, and a lot of these new cars, like foreign American cars, they modernized too. So, but anyway, I'm sticking with what I got. But yeah, y'all homework, man, so y'all won't get got out here in these streets, because they will get you. Just income tax time, so I'm telling y'all better get on y'all shit, okay? They can't steal a car no more because they put the anti-theft on there. I knew it was going to be something because they did that. Once they put the anti-theft on there and the engine died, because they didn't program it right, I knew I was going to have some issues. That's why I don't drive it. I take one train to the job or a bus. I'm right at the Art Institute. And I come right back to the crib. The only time I really do some driving is I gotta take my little daughter somewhere, or go pick up my oldest daughter, or my new daughter, take her mama somewhere or something like that. Cause I have no real ambitions of driving in Chicago no more. After all the stuff I done been through here in the city, driving while black, it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't say it no better than I have said it already. But anyway, man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. It's your boy L. I'm almost at the destination. So I'll make sure y'all look clip when I'm in the ride. Alright? So I'm gonna look at the engine. I'm gonna let y'all see that and see how has performing before I, really drive back to the hood. I'm out. Church now.